So it's Thursday. We are here at Lodge Lakes. This is called the Cabin, and we are down at Nantiat, south central France. We've been here all week, caught some beautiful fish, lovely place to stay. I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the area and around the lakes. This is the cabin. Haven't used it very much because we've spent most of the time in the bivvies, but nice little place, kitchen, outside dining, inside dining, little lounge area. Won't go in there, looks like a bomb's hit it, so I'm going to walk you around. Probably going to cut in and out of the camera mode for a little while because it's quite a big place and I don't think I'll have enough memory on my phone. But there's a swimming pool just there if you want to get in it. Freezing at the moment, but the grounds go on for, well, there must be about 6 or 7 acres here, I would think. I'll show you the lakes. So this is my swim. This is where I've been for the last week or so. Just give you a little walk around here. I've been fishing out in this bay here, more so to the back. It's very still today. It's about 11ish, I think. Generally it's been very quiet during this time of the day, with all of my fish, or most of my fish, being caught from very late evening through to the early hours of the morning. As you can see, my setup insides of my bivvy, ready for action. Great view, and if I shut up talking, you'll be able to hear hopefully what I listen to all day long, apart from Kevin and Sarah. Just beautiful wildlife and birds, nothing else really. Tranquility. Let's go across and see Kevin and Sarah's set up. So they're literally on the next peg from me, just along the bank, and I'll show you Kev's set up. We go all the way around. So this is Sarah and Kev's home for the week, where they've been. Beautiful little spot here. They're sort of on the dam wall of the main lake, which separates the main lake from like a smaller lake that Em's been fishing. The smaller lake's full of sort of small silverfish and carp to about £3, although we do know there's about a £5 or £6 one in there because we put it in there. But yeah, it's this is Kev's bivvy. Oh, Sarah's been doing the housework. She's done a fantastic job by the looks of it. She's not got her makeup on today, but we'll get a shot of those guys in a second when we get our pictures on. Not our picture, our t-shirts. This is Kev's swim here. Kev's been fishing in 2 places, here and across the lake, which I'll show you in a moment. But he's been fishing out to a place called the Point, and across to the far left margin of the lake. There's been some huge fish jumping up in the top, very top end of the lake, which I'm looking at now. We'll go up there, we'll walk round and go up there in a second. So let's just go across to where Sarah fishes mainly during the day, which is just beside Kev, and she's fishing here and into the far left bay, where the water outlet is. Very deep here, well, allegedly 14 foot, but we plumbed it, it's 9 foot. Beautiful spot, just along the wooded area here. Walking away from Sarah's swim now. Here's a little outlet, and I had to run there because Kev just moved his alarms. Anyway, let's carry on with the walk round. That's such a beautiful little pond. Goes up the bank. If we look back now across, you can see the cabin, both mine and Kev's bivvies. Had some fun in that boat earlier in the week. Kev had to go and rescue an animal called a koipu, which is basically looks like a cross between a rat, great big rat, and a beaver. In fact, when we first got it looked like an otter because we saw it. Unfortunately, they're an endangered species here, especially when I'm around running around the lake with a crossbow. We've managed to capture and dispatch two, obviously with the permission of Gary, who owns and runs this lake and the other lake called Lodge Lake. This is called Cabin Lake. So let's walk up through the wood now and I'll show you where Kev fishes during the day. He's had some really good success up onto this swim. It's quite a difficult swim to fish because of the overhanging trees, and it's very, very shallow up here, probably 2-3 foot. So the fish get spooked very quickly, but it seems to be where they all congregate during the day and then make their way out to the deeper area of the lake during the early evening and night. So we're just coming down here now. Kev's daytime swim. Here we are. So here we've got a beautiful spot here. Looking back towards our bivvies. We're almost on a point here. It's very, very shallow. Don't know if you can see it, but in the water you can see all the disturbance to the bottom where the fish are just milling around the bottom, looking for food, although there doesn't seem to be very much action at the moment. Anyway, let's carry on a walk round. We go round. I don't know if it's not very bright today. It's overcast and dark, so there's and Kev's shooting at me where Boyle is. So I better make a quick move. During the sunny days there's some koi carp in here, quite large koi carp, and you can see them just cruising along the top. Very difficult to catch. We called this koipu corner. This is where the koipu come in, and hopefully before we go I'll get a picture of one of these koipus alive, so you can see for yourself. An unusual animal, I've never seen one before, never even heard of it, so I'm going to have to Google that when we get back. But this is basically the inlet of the water that comes from the top lake, comes through here and into the main lake, and then goes out the other end into the smaller lake, and I suspect goes out again into another lake somewhere further down the valley. But you can see the pine forest in the background, and Kev and the girls on the bank there waiting for me to get back there, because we had some t-shirts printed, or Kev had some t-shirts printed for us here, which we're all going to be wearing in a second to show you. Anyway, let's walk round. Going round the main lake now. The main lake is, I think this is 2.5 acres. It's quite big, and while you're here you get exclusive use of it. No one else comes here. Basically the gate gets shut and the place is yours for the week to enjoy, fish whenever you like. You can fish like we have, which is pretty much all the time, or you can just come here and go out for days if you want. So this margin here is where the fish and Sid the sturgeon, which I've had out twice, seem to patrol during the day. Kev had him out here a couple of days ago. But it's this margin here, because you can't really fish it unless you're fishing it from a distance, and it's quite difficult to get your bait in the right place without causing too much disturbance, because the water is quite shallow around the margin, being 2-3 foot maximum, dropping off to about 11 foot in the middle, and then basically to 2 foot up the far end, which I'm showing you now. As you can see, there's not much moving at all today, very quiet, which seems to be the fairly norm for this time of year. Although there's fish moving down in my swim. showing you my swim here, this is the point, top of the bay where I've been fishing. Anyway, let's carry on walking round. So you can see the gardens here. Isn't used for very much really. It's just land. They've got lots of it out here in France. And back round, scan the lake. Emma's just coming up from her little pond down there that she's been fishing and catching lots of little carp. Kev's just shown us what a full moon looks like. Okay, we're going down now into the smaller pond at the bottom. Meant to have little koi in it, pretty fish. There's loads of carp in here, quite a few silverfish. We've tried all sorts of baits down here, but not much works apart from bread. They kind of got a liking for dog biscuit, which we've still got some left, so we'll try that if the sun comes out later. But a lovely little pond. Well, it's an acre, I think, or half an acre. It's quite deep, I think. You can see here it looks back up to the main lake. Beautiful. Amazing amount of wildlife we've seen here. Woodpeckers, red squirrels, deer, koi poo. Unfortunately, they haven't stayed around for very long. Water voles, beautiful butterflies, birds, buzzards, snakes. I mean, there's everything here. Absolutely everything. And you can see why. It's just a really beautiful location. I won't go all the way around, but I'll just show you. This is at the edge of the area. Although this pine wooded area also belongs to this part of this complex here. Absolutely gorgeous. Weather today is overcast. It's still warm though. It's about 16 Celsius at the moment. But the forecast is for intermittent showers all day long, which may help us later on. We're actually going out later with Gary, the owner, to a local bar, restaurant. Allegedly we're going to be eating steak. I'm not sure what steak that will be, what animal. Probably beef, but possibly something else. Squirrel, koi poo maybe. Who knows? They seem to eat anything out here. Put a bit of garnish with it, job done. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'm going to walk back up to where Sarah, Kev and Emmy are, and that's the tour of the cabin Lodge Lakes. Oh, missed that. Just a fish jumping out. Don't see many of them. So this is what they look like when they're all clothed. Masturbator, she's got my t-shirt on, because I am the masturbator. Emmy.
Yeah, no, you're the poacher.
Sarah with Specimen Hunter. She caught her specimen this morning, 26 pound.
Yes, I did.
And Kevin, he's no longer a blanker, but he's caught plenty of fish that wipes away this blanker session that he was having. And me, well, I haven't got my t-shirt on because Emmy's got it on, but there you go. What a fine looking group of people they are. Still looking amazing considering they've lived outside for the last week. And that is our tour of Lodge Lakes, the cabin. We're in May 2016. See you soon. we go, final night catfish challenge. Just got to launch brother Kevin into the lake. Yeah. So he's going out with a bucket full of pellet mix, otherwise known as a la crap. He's got broiling there, nuggets, equal amounts of Gary's pellet mix and water. The idea is to go out to the middle of the lake, drop the bucket